Let's get one thing clear. Not being like most people doesn't mean you're better. It means you move differently. You think longer. You feel deeper. You question things others accept without thought. And most of the time, you don't even realize it, because the world rarely celebrates quiet strength. If you've ever felt out of place, not because you're lost, but because you see things differently, here are 20 signs you're not like most people in a way that actually works in your favor. 1. You don't feel the need to impress anyone. Most people live to be seen. You live to be aligned. You don't dress, talk, or act just to get approval. Not because you're insecure, but because validation doesn't drive your decisions. You'd rather be respected quietly than admired loudly. 2. You question normal without being rebellious. You don't break rules just to look different. You simply ask, does this actually make sense? When everyone rushes in one direction, you pause, observe, think. Not all paths deserve to be followed, and you know that. 3. You're comfortable being misunderstood. Most people panic when they're misread. You don't. You've accepted that clarity takes time, and not everyone deserves access to the real you. Being misunderstood is uncomfortable, but betraying yourself would be worse. 4. You notice what others ignore. Tiny changes in tone, awkward pauses, energy shifts in a room. You pick up on details most people miss. Not because you're paranoid, but because you're observant. You see beneath the surface where the truth usually lives. 5. You don't chase constant happiness. You're not addicted to being positive all the time. You understand that life includes boredom, confusion, and quiet sadness. Instead of running from discomfort, you learn from it. Depth matters more to you than constant excitement. 6. You value freedom over status. Titles don't impress you. Luxury doesn't hypnotize you. You'd rather have control over your time, your thoughts, and your choices than look successful to strangers. Freedom is your definition of wealth. 7. You can be alone without feeling lonely. Silence doesn't scare you. Being alone doesn't threaten your identity. You enjoy your own company, not because you dislike people, but because you don't need distraction to feel whole. Most people avoid solitude. You use it. 8. You think before you speak, even online. You don't react instantly. You don't argue for entertainment. You don't comment just to be noticed. You understand that words have weight, and not every thought needs an audience. That restraint is rare. 9. You feel older than your age, in a good way. Not tired, not bitter, just grounded. You think long-term. You care about meaning. You see patterns others learn much later. Experience didn't age you. Awareness did. 10. You don't need to explain yourself all the time. You used to. You don't anymore. You've learned that people who want to understand you will listen, and those who don't won't change their minds anyway. Silence has become a form of self-respect. 11. You're selective with your energy. You don't hate people. You just don't give access to everyone. You know your energy is limited, and protecting it isn't selfish, it's intelligent. Depth over quantity, always. 12. You're calm during chaos. When things go wrong, you don't panic first. You slow down, assess, respond. Your nervous system doesn't crave drama, and that makes you a stabilizing presence others quietly rely on. 13. You learn from pain instead of escaping it. Most people numb themselves. You reflect. Instead of asking, why me? You ask, what is this teaching me? That mindset quietly transforms you, again and again. 14. You don't romanticize being busy. You're not impressed by exhaustion. You don't glorify burnout. You understand that constant busyness often hides avoidance, not productivity. Rest is not weakness to you, it's strategy. 15. You can change your mind without feeling weak. You're not married to your opinions. You're loyal to truth. If new information appears, you adjust. Ego doesn't control your thinking, growth does. 16. You're drawn to meaning, not noise. Trends fade. Drama exhausts you. Small talk drains you. You prefer conversations that matter, ideas that challenge you, and work that feels purposeful. Noise is everywhere. Meaning is rare. 17. You trust yourself more than external advice. You listen, you learn, but you decide. You don't outsource your intuition just because someone sounds confident. Your inner compass matters, and you've learned how to read it. 18. You're patient with long-term results. You don't rush growth. You don't need instant rewards. You understand that real progress is quiet, slow, and often invisible at first. While others quit early, you stay. 19. You don't fear outgrowing people. You don't hate your past. You just don't live there. When relationships no longer align, you let go without drama, with gratitude, not resentment. Growth sometimes means walking alone. You accept that. 20. You're becoming more yourself, not someone else. You're not trying to reinvent your personality. You're refining it. Less pretending, less proving, more honesty, more calm. And that quiet self-acceptance is something most people never reach. If you recognized yourself in several of these signs, don't rush to label yourself as different. Just understand this: the world doesn't need louder people. It needs clearer ones. And if you're becoming clearer, even slowly, you're already ahead.